Welcome back, gamers, to another episode of the Slow Runcast. I am your host, the Iraqi Balboa, joined by my friend and co-host. Show them the bird photography thing you were just telling me about. The one and only bird photographer, Durwin Luke, or as I prefer to call him, the Durwinator.
I've got a big black curve thing to show you.
Oh my god. So what did you call this thing again?
It's a gimbal head, technically.
Gimbal head.
Yeah. Like you remember the giant contraption I had when I was shooting your wedding video?
Bro, I don't remember my wedding. This is a blur.
That was a crazy day though, for sure.
Yeah, that was a blur. I don't even remember who was at my wedding.
I was at your wedding, if you remember.
I didn't remember that. Now I remember.
Yeah.
But you were busy with the camera all the time, so that's why.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was a good day. It was a beautiful day. Housekeeping
Speaking of my
stuff.
wedding, my wife is calling me. Let's see how important this is.
Okay.
Let's leave it in podcast cut. Hi, we're live. Hi. Yeah, we started. Yeah, we started. Okay, I'll come say hi for a sec. Okay. Bye. Okay, put a pause in the story. I'm just gonna go say goodnight to my kid, but he literally thinks I died. So I'll be back.
Yo, what up?
I'm back.
You say hi to your kid?
I don't think he knows what death is. The only thing he knows about death is like when Astrobot falls off a platform. That's death.
What? Wait, this is Hamza or is this
No, Dawood. Hamza. I don't. Hamza's only thought is, I'm hungry.
Oh no, he's adventurous, man.
Oh,
Wanted to
Hamza
jump
is,
down. You wanted to walk down those stairs and potentially kill
he
himself.
just started walking actually like 2 days ago.
Oh, did he?
I feel like he's been like trying to walk for a month. Like he can, but he's just lazy and he won't. But like yesterday, I think he really just like went. And today
He went for it, hey?
Yeah.
Dude, you're never going to catch him again.
Oh yeah, he's trouble.
He's definitely big trouble.
You know what?
Sorry. Quick housekeeping stuff. I don't know why Spotify uploads aren't working, so please don't listen to us on Spotify. Please listen to us on YouTube.
I noticed that because I think I'm the only one who listens on Spotify. I was like, "Where's the new episode?"
Dude, this millennial here, guys.
What's wrong with the Spotify?
I have no idea. I've tried to upload the special episode and then the regular episode and then last week's news episode. No dice. So I don't know. We'll let Spotify do its thing. I'll randomly add them when I see that it's working. I'll still check week to week. But the only way right now is YouTube.
Well, you heard it, folks. The Slow Run Cast is at YouTube only now.
Yeah. We have an exclusivity deal with YouTube.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not by choice.
Does anyone listen on Apple?
I don't think so. Who knows?
Apple
Podcasts used to be like one of the best podcast platforms around, but I think Spotify really took over. And then now YouTube.
I got a piece of housekeeping too. I don't think this is housekeeping. I think this is really important. This is top of the line news. So, I'm very pleased to say that these last 18 months of doing this with you, I am really, really proud of one thing. And
What
it
is that?
friend of the show, Rhett Soderberg. Shout out to Rhett from Saskatchewan. Just recently, based on our recommendation, played Clair Obscure Expedition 33 and dusted it. And he had a good time. So I am really happy about that we got him on that game.
Nice.
Yeah. Hope many more. This is the reason why I want to do this. I just want to tell my friends about the random stuff that I know that maybe they're not aware of so they can go give it a try.
Yes, and play some obscure game like Quickie Massage.
Yeah. No, that's you. That's not me. Don't be putting this. This is not me. Yeah.
Just gooning.
So, shout out to Rhett for finishing Clair Obscure. Great game if you have not played it yet. Durwin, you want to get going here?
Yeah,
we got
let's
a lot
get
of
going.
news to do this week. Okay. So, it is occasionally happens where the world of video game news and the world of like real world news have a Venn diagram where they overlap, and this was one of the weeks because some news stories dropped late in this weekend that I did not have on the list originally, and I think I need to have on the list now. So the Department of Justice just recently released like 3 million more files from the Epstein.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And you're going to tell me what the hell does this have to do with video gaming? But one of the news stories that came out is ex-Rockstar North's president, Leslie Benzies, was accused of sexual assault in the Epstein files. For those who don't know, Leslie Benzies went on to...
What do you mean? He made the best game of last year, and that was Mind's Eye.
Yes. Yeah. This was happening, I think, when he was still at
Rockstar.
I'm reading off a article here by Grant Taylor Hill on Insider Gaming, so you could look into that some more. But it's like all over Twitter, and apparently, I think I also was reading something, but I don't want to say this because this is like really bad. But Sam Hauser was listed in some way on the Epstein files, but I don't know exactly what if he was accused of anything, because just being listed in some Epstein file doesn't necessarily mean like, you were you're doing
visiting the
there.
island and participating.
But yeah, they were named in the documents. I don't know exactly what that means. I think Leslie Benzies was a little bit more serious. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, in other news too, apparently Jeffrey Epstein himself got banned off Xbox Live in 2013, and the list that Microsoft provided at the time was crazy, like threats of death, violence, harassment, defamation. I don't know. It was some crazy stuff. But if you got banned off Xbox Live in 2013, it means you were saying some foul things on the mic. Because, bro, those Modern Warfare 2 lobbies, some crazy shit used to get said on those.
We don't know what game it was, though, hey?
No, I mean, 2013, I can only assume Call of Duty. 2013 would have been the tail end of that Xbox 360.
2013 biggest games: Grand Theft Auto 5, BioShock Infinite, Tomb Raider, Call of Duty Ghosts,
probably,
Battlefield 4,
or
Dead Rising 3, Forza Motorsport 5, Saints Row 4, Metro Last Light, Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag. It must be Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Just based on like key 2013 video games, it looks like.
Yeah, that's about right. Dude, what the heck is... Yeah, man. Did you see it? Like, so many people are named in these. It's insane. Like, I don't even know how he was capable of pulling this off. I mean, I do have my 2 cents about that, but that's not for a video game podcast.
Yeah, that's very deep.
That's for my geopolitical podcast that I'm working on starting one day. But... sorry, we'll get back into the world of games and back into all the games news that you're here to listen about. And sticking with Sam Hauser and Leslie Benzie, we got some Grand Theft Auto news. Word on the street is Grand Theft Auto 6 may not have a physical version on day one to avoid leaks. This is not confirmed. This is not from Rockstar or anything, but this is coming from a Polish site called ppe.pl, where they have an insider, Grak Zedari, who previously correctly leaked information about on the Oblivion remaster physical copies, the Switch 2 port of Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, the PS5 port of Microsoft Flight Simulator. So they do have a track record. But yeah, they're saying they're going to avoid that physical release specifically because they're afraid of leaks. You know what happens with physical releases.
Yeah.
Sometimes somebody gets the game early, gets out in the wild, and then
Yeah,
somebody
especially with
plays it.
such a big game, like people are potentially going to just steal it, especially from their workplace, and just maybe pick and choose weird scenes to put on the internet, and feel like Rockstar wants to control the narrative behind
Yeah.
everything for their game, right?
Yeah, this insider has not said anything about when the physical would actually come out. It's saying it could be anywhere from a few weeks after the release or as far back as 2027. So we don't know yet. Obviously, this is just somebody's claim. I don't know. What do you think about this? Like, for I
That's
guess first,
unfortunate, yeah. I do like physical media. You like physical media, I know. It does kind of suck if it does not have a physical medium that we can purchase on, because I feel like a lot of people might end up having to buy this game twice if they want a physical copy of it.
yeah, I was exceptionally looking forward to this for selfish reasons. The release date is November 19 for this, which is the day after my birthday. So if there was a physical release, there would for sure have been a midnight launch at an EB Games or something.
Yeah,
And I
for
was
sure.
really looking forward to be like, that'd be a cool birthday treat. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take the day after my birthday off. I'll go for midnight launch, pick up a copy, go home, just like good old times. Freaking best birthday present ever. Play GTA all night. But it doesn't look like that's happening anymore. It looks like I'm just going to have to pre-download the game ahead of time and just do exactly the same thing. without
Yeah,
the
we
lineup.
could have had like cake in line, and
Yeah.
man, it would have been fun.
I was really looking forward to it. I mean, obviously this hasn't been confirmed yet, but I also don't think this is actually going to stop leaks.
No.
Yeah, I mean, the leaks are going to make their way out, frankly. Yeah, especially considering Rockstar's track record for this stuff. Like, I mean, remember when the first trailer came out, that was leaked like in a day in advance. And then the year before that, there was those like leaked files that were like playable or whatever. It was some employee's son or something like that leaked some things. So, yeah.
Yeah, when you have that, like this many people with their eyes on it and hungry for information, and those people wanting to like, get their 5 minutes of fame on the internet, I'm sure.
Interesting enough, all the information about this game that was leaked by the people inside when they were talking about unionizing, that hasn't seemed to hit the streets, which makes me think maybe they didn't leak anything after all. Rockstar, maybe you are
Maybe.
union busting. Yeah,
Oh no, for sure. Like I haven't heard anything else in terms of leaks for
I
that.
know. It's like if something actually got leaked, where are they? Where's the leak? Durwin, let us move on from Rockstar. We'll see if this game even comes out this year. Fingers crossed. Moving on to Google, who's on to another little project in the world of gaming after Stadia didn't go the way they wanted. They have rolled out a prototype of Project Genie, an AI tool which generates a playable word based on some word prompts or image prompts that you give this AI system. Right now,
Playable world or playable word? Sorry.
playable worlds.
Okay.
You know, it's funny when I was doing the show notes, I read that too. I'm like, what the hell's a playable word? It's a playable world. So you basically go in, you give this thing, hey, I want this game or this, and you do this, and it gives you a short, like 60 segment playable section where it creates the world, and you kind of really don't do anything besides move in 3 dimensions. But that's it. It's available now to Google AI Ultra subscribers in the US, so that's $250 a month to access.
Jeez.
People are sharing the videos, man. Click the article in the show notes, and you'll see, man, what people are posting online. There's this one where somebody's Shadow the Hedgehog, and they're on some like racetrack with like all these colors, circus themed. There is one where somebody literally just remade Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. There's one where somebody is like, he's like, I'm gonna save Private Ryan. Like it looks like just a segment of like D-Day on
Yeah.
on Omaha Beach from World War II or whatever.
I wonder how playable it is though. Like, is it how big the world is? Like,
It lasts for 60 seconds. So it's not like you just sit there or the world's playable. You just basically create this world, and all you really do is move in it right now. But
Okay.
I mean, you could watch the video after the show, Durwin, and it's literally they just show like you just give it a prompt, or the prompt could also be a photo, right, of something, and be like make this, and then you could just update it, right?
Yeah.
You could
And
just
then change.
give it more information, and it changes stuff. But yeah, I mean, yeah, dude, it's here. It's only gonna get crazier from here, man.
Yeah, it starts off at 60 seconds and then it gets, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. It just kind of
And then it's a full game.
skyrockets. Yeah.
I from one perspective, it's sad to me because I really fear where the world of like video game development is gonna go in the next 10 years. Like, are we even gonna have anything that humans make anymore? From one end. From the other end, at least I get to catch up on my backlog now since I won't be playing any AI generated slop.
But then you run into the issue of when you do finish your backlog and there's only AI generated slop.
Buddy, let me tell you something, Darren. I'm never, if no video game ever came out ever again, okay, I'm never going to finish my backlog. I would literally, no game would have to come out, and I would have to be like unemployed. If I could just sit at home, then maybe I could do it. And it'll be 10 years before I do it.
Hey, I mean, if AI takes your job,
Yeah, there you go.
it might be one step forward.
Problem is,
AI creates game. AI takes your job. You stay at home and play on backlog.
Yeah, you just gotta think positive about everything out there. Actually, speaking of AI, I have some AI industry news over here. GDC does their annual video game, or what's the word called exactly? They have a specific word for the survey. State of Game Industry Survey. They do it every year. They survey a bunch of game developers at the Game Developers Conference, which is why it's called GDC. And they get some statistics, right? So they surveyed 2,300 games industry professionals. 17% said they were laid off in the last 12 months. 11% said they were laid off in the 12-month period before that, making it a total of 28%. And if you cut that down to just U.S. respondents, it actually increases to 33%. And of those have been laid off, around 48% of them have said they have not been able to find another job yet, which is really, really, really scary.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, I mean, like and it's what, for those who said they had been laid off, around 40% said they haven't found a new job yet. Yeah, so this isn't just people that were let go either. If you go back from a year to 2 years, 6% of those people that got laid off then have not been able to find a new job. The reason for the layoffs, according to the surveys done, they surveyed everyone, so some people didn't actually get laid off, right? But they knew internally what was happening in the company. The biggest reason given was 43% company restructuring, 38% budget cuts, 38% market conditions, 32% was because of a project canceled, 31% from a strategic direction change, and only 8% from project completion, 6% from merger acquisition. I thought this would be more, but automation and AI implementation is only 6%, they think. Tariffs or rising operational costs, only 4%. Other 6%, no reason given, 7%. So, just a little bit of a look into what's been going on. We know over the last 3 years, the crazy amount of layoffs that have been happening, 8,500 in 2022, 10,500 in 2023, 14,600 workers in 2024, and around 5,300 in 2025. It has been a rough go. This is following kind of like the bubble that burst post-COVID, when people were no longer at home and had other sources of entertainment besides video games.
Yeah.
We also got some other survey information from the Games Developer Conference. They asked some, what type of platform are you most interested in as a developer right now? Like, which platform do you want to develop for? 80% said PC. And this is not like exclusive, so these numbers don't add up. You're gonna see I'm gonna start saying this, and it's more than 100%. But like it's like which platforms, you list all of the ones. PC 80%, PS5 only 40%, Steam Deck 40%, actually leading ahead of the ROG Xbox Ally, which was only 7% were interested in developing for. The Switch 2, I am surprised, 39%. The Series X down there just above Android devices, which was 16%. The Series X is 20%.
That's rough.
Yeah. iOS 16%, Nintendo Switch, the first one, 13%, tabletop games 12%, Linux 12%, Mac 12%, VR, AR, MR 12%. What is MR? Wait, the list goes on. A lot of people not interested in cloud. Xbox Cloud Gaming 5%, PS Plus Extra Premium 6%. Yeah.
Would that not be similar to just basically developing on a PC or something too? It's weird.
Other PC handhelds only 2%.
Yeah. Briefly touching on handhelds, apparently the new Windows update bricks or like messes around with the Asus ROG Ally devices. Apparently like makes the Armoury Crate software be marked as like incompatible or something like that. I was briefly reading it, so you might not want to update for anybody who's got like an ROG Ally device until they figure that out.
You didn't update?
No, I haven't touched my ROG Ally for good maybe 2 weeks, a week. Actually a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I haven't updated yet, but I saw it pop up today.
Yeah. Last little thing I want to just circling back to the Games Developer Conference and the survey. The last little thing I want to circle back to is the AI. They surveyed people on what impact do you think generative AI is having on the game industry. Interesting enough, in 2024, 21% of respondents said positive and 18% said negative. So they were actually leaning towards the positive more when they asked this question in 2024. 2025, it starts switching. 13% said positive, 30% said negative. 2026, only 7% of respondents said positive, and 52% said negative. Yeah, so interesting. And then also they asked them what they were using generative AI tools for, if they were using it. A lot of it was just research-based brainstorming. Remember the whole issue with Sven Venke and what's their name? Larian, when they were talking about and the whole backlash. So that makes sense. Research, brainstorming, and then a lot of writing, emails, scheduling, whatever, 47%. Code assistance, 47%. Prototyping, 35%. Testing, debugging, 22%, which is interesting considering Square Enix wants to go 75% on that, did they say?
Yeah, something ridiculous for the testing and stuff.
Yeah. Marketing, promotion, 20%. Asset generation, 19%. Personalized content, and then whatever. There's a bunch of other smaller things. They asked them what tool do you use the most, and a lot of people use ChatGPT. About 74% use ChatGPT. Yeah, a lot of people using Unreal Engine now too. That was another thing Another thing they asked them is what engine have you been using to develop, and the big one for premium games is Unreal Engine, 45%, followed by Unity. Or no, sorry, I'm reading this wrong. AAA developers, 47% are using Unreal Engine and 44% are using in-house proprietary engines. And only 5% are using Unity. It switches when you go towards the indie and it increases more towards Unity. But still a lot of Unreal Engine. And of course, less proprietary when you go to indie studios and
for
studios.
sure.
Yeah. Anyway, that was all the statistics for the state of video game industry. And sticking with the state of the video game industry, there are some forecasts from David Gibson, senior analyst at MTS Financial, where he was talking about the state of Sony's business and their profit share. And I'm not going to go too much into that, but at the very, very bottom, he does say that he expects the PS5 life cycle to be extended and that the PSX release will be likely delayed longer than expected. We are expecting it based on previous console generation cycles to be probably what were we thinking, a 2027, late 2027 release? So according to this guy saying buckle up because they're going to try and squeeze a few more years out of this.
Yep. That's as I was predicted, but we'll see if it's actually true or not.
I'm starting to believe you, especially after the whole the fact that we still haven't seen Steam Machine.
I mean, let's be real. We just finished January. They said like early 2026. So
Oh, what's early 2026? March. Like I feel like we would have seen it already again. No.
I don't know.
Bro, dude, I'm trying to say you're right, and you're telling me.
Yeah,
no,
but I'm just saying they gave us that time frame. I'm respecting that time frame.
Okay.
Yeah. If I don't see anything by like March, mid-April, I'd be like very, very concerned at that point, right?
I think, if we don't see anything by March, I'm saying well, you're right. You would be correct. It would have been delayed.
Oh, for sure. But I think it's still a little bit too early to say that I'm right so far.
I'm trying to think. I'm thinking you're really going to be right unless they mass produced a bunch of these things before the
before the increases for everything and whatnot. So we'll see.
I don't know, man. This PS5 console cycle feels weird. It feels so weird. It feels like it just started. I can't believe this thing's been around for 5 years.
Like COVID really messed up a lot of it, and then now with just the way the world is, it's just really, really weird time to be a gamer.
It felt like the console generation only started kicking off in like 2023, and then it like slowed down again. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean, games are still getting released at the PS4, right?
Yeah. Did you see that news story for where Sony sent like a message to PS4 users as like a boot up screen message?
Oh, I didn't see this story. What did it say?
Oh, it was basically like soft pushing them towards buying a PS5.
Oh.
It was like basically saying, hey, consider like it listed a bunch of games, Claire Obscure and stuff like that, games that were console exclusives, like for the PS5.
Oh, really?
That weren't on the PS4. And then it said like, I can't, let me find the exact.
Do you think there's still a lot of people on a PS4 right now?
I think it's about as much as people on the PS5.
Using a PS4 in 2026? Let me see if there's any stats on that.
I think we just read it was like 80 million.
Yeah. So this was 8 months ago. So back in 2025, Sony confirmed PS5 has more monthly players than PS4 for the first time since launch. So just 8 months ago.
Just 8 months ago, the PS5 overtook the PS4?
Yes.
Like as in like the number of active users.
Yeah, monthly players.
Yeah.
So that's wild.
The message reads this. It says, from PlayStation, you played a good game in 2025. Whether you're catching up with hits from 2025 like Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, Arc Raiders, and Ghost of Yote, or getting ready for the most anticipated games of 2026, including Sorrows, 007, Neo 3, and so much more. Now is the perfect time to upgrade to a PS5 console. Scan the QR code to see the latest deals on PS5 consoles. That's the message they sent. We got some news from the other platform holder. I don't know for how long going to be a platform holder because, even after all the layoffs and all the cuts and all the canceled games and all the shut down studios, they still can't be making a profit right now. Their gaming revenue, and you guessed it, at Xbox, is down 9% year on year. Their Xbox content and services revenue, not disclosed, but down 5% year on year. The hardware revenue, down 32% year on year. Apparently Microsoft did their quarterly call, their Q2.
Yeah.
And they're doing good everywhere except for gaming. Gaming is not doing great, so I don't know. I'm not surprised here. Their hardware is like basically nobody's buying it anymore.
Yeah. They I don't know if that's specific to just gaming hardware, but their Surface line, which was their like crazy interesting line when they first launched it and support for a few years, is like gone down the drain too.
Like the Microsoft Surface?
Yeah, the Microsoft Surface stuff.
Nobody's
It's
buying
just
it?
it's so overpriced for what it is, and I feel like they just gave up on it. Like there was nothing new or interesting coming out of the Surface line.
Xbox needs a different strategy, and layoffs and canceled games and budget cuts is not going to do it. I don't know. I mean, if 32% year on year weaker console sales, don't count on an affordable I'm sure you've heard this from other people. It's not like we're freaking, Nostradamus over here and we're telling you something you haven't heard of. But you're not going to get an Xbox console next generation akin to what you got this last one here. It's going to be, whatever it is, it's going to be weird niche product that's not going to be mass produced. I think they're out of the hardware business. And even as far as the software business goes, it doesn't look like that's going great either.
Yeah. I mean, they screwed up the ball on Call of Duty this year.
Yeah. That would have saved them probably for the quarter at least when it comes to game revenue. So that's Microsoft. Durwin, the really big one is Meta. I mean, this also sounds crazy for anyone who didn't know this, but this has been the case with Meta Reality Labs, like the VR division, since it opened up. But Meta Reality Labs division generated $2.2 billion, but lost $19.2 billion in fiscal year 2025. Dude, $83.6 billion over the last 6 years. $83.6 billion over the last 6 years is their net loss.
It's actually crazy that it's billions of dollars. I really wonder how much money Steam spent on developing the frame. When you look at this,
dude, but this is everything. This is not just the Quest. This is all the games they try to develop. They have in-house studios, right?
That's true. And they actually have software running off Android technically on their headset, right? Exactly. The Frame, I wonder if Frame has a very advanced software suite. It might just be something off their Steam.
It's going to be a Linux-based thing. I don't know what it's exactly. They explained it. Yeah, Durwin. But here the reason why I'm bringing this up is because this year I think we're finally seeing the bubble pop, especially after the mass layoffs Meta did. The shutdown of the several studios, we talked about that in the last news story, and a shift where they're changing focus to glasses and wearables moving forward, rather than VR games specifically. So you're going to see more of those Meta AI glasses or whatever, or Meta, what do you call it, AR glasses. There's probably going to be more practical use things rather than video game stuff, which is unfortunate. I mean, they shut down some of the best studios and laid off a bunch of people for some of the best VR studios. But again, going back to what we talked about, it just feels like VR is dead now at this point. This is a news story about Build a Rocket Boy, which we had a news story about at the start of the episode. When I put this on the show notes, it was not known that Leslie Benzies was on the Epstein files, but this is an exclusive from Insider Gaming, written by Tom Henderson, where they seem to have severed their publishing deal with IO Interactive. So IO Interactive will no longer be publishing Mind's Eye. And apparently they're still working on Mind's Eye, man. They're still trying to patch it.
Are they actually? They're still trying to patch it? When was the last patch for Mind's Eye?
I don't know.
I'll do the peak. You keep going.
It's your game of the year. I don't
know. Yeah, you keep going. I'll do some digging.
Yeah. So I'll do some.
Oh, the recent update is December 18th, 2025. Yeah. What did they do? We were listening carefully, and we're still doing whatever. That it's update 6.1, so it seems like they've done a whole bunch. They added a whole bunch of festive missions, I guess. And they did some AI improvements and mission improvements and audio and vehicle. It looks like they are still doing a lot.
Yeah, they're still going in. I'm done going in onto Dispatch because I've got the Platinum Trophy. Okay, I've played the game 3 times. I've seen a bunch of multiple little scenarios and endings. I love that game. I even bought the deluxe upgrade, which gives you it gives you the digital art book. I went through the digital art book. I liked it because it actually had commentary. It wasn't just images.
Just images.
And they had these comic books that they did, eh?
Oh yes, I actually did read them all too.
Did you? Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah. I read all the comic books. But I'm bringing this up because we got some news about the Nintendo Switch 2 port of Dispatch, which turns out is fully censored, and you cannot turn the censorship off.
Yes.
The
So
same
now
way you
you'll
can
have to
turn it-
play it another time so you can experience the censorship in the story.
Yeah. I'm gonna go play. You could turn the censorship on the PS4 version, and the Series X or the PC versions, of course. But on the Switch 2, and I don't want to go too much into spoilers for those who haven't played it, but it does have.
There's a very steamy scene.
There's some sexual content, and there's some sexual innuendo. There's a lot of also nudity as like a more of a comedic like joke sort of thing, not from like a sexual perspective. There's like the freaking acid villain with a ding dong that shows up every time.
Yep,
he, like,
and
does
they
acid.
comment about it and whatnot. Yep.
So all of that is blurred out. There's like the one scene with blonde blazer. She's like trying on a dress or whatever, and then she, and then you could see, so bunch of stuff. What do you call it? Censored dispatch. Basically, Nintendo saying that this is just our policy, which is I think really interesting considering is Cyberpunk.
No, so
censored?
that was a bit of a controversy because Cyberpunk wasn't really censored at all.
So Cyberpunk is not censored, but this is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you have the ESRB rating. It seems very weird. The ESRB rating says this is this. You make a decision wherever you want to play the game. That's what it says, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is a little bit misleading, I'll say, especially for dispatch, because like it doesn't seem like it's that type of game. Maybe when you get
it
going,
seems more like just a superhero story.
Yeah, it could be like it feels like a little bit more of a teen game, but no, it's like fully adult. Like it's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know. Nintendo does this though. They're family oriented, right?
Oh, sure. How many? Okay, go on your Switch 2 right now. Is it reachable?
I mean, I don't think it's got battery.
Oh, geez. I'm going to go check it right now. We're going to do a social experiment live. Are you ready for this, Durwin?
Yes.
I'm going to go on to the Switch eShop. And what's the word I should search up here?
Massage.
Hentai. We're going to go with hentai. Okay. All right. You ready for this, Durwin?
All right,
We got Hentai Games Collection Volume 2. Hentai Bikini, Hentai World, Hentai Girls, Hentai Japanese Goblins, Hentai vs. Evil, Hentai Project, Hentai Puzzle X, Hentai Gallery Sexy Souls, Hentai Portrait, Hentai Banana, Pure Hentai Moments. Now, the real question is, maybe all these games are actually censored on the Switch too. So maybe maybe you do buy Hentai Worlds and then it's all just black bars. And you can't play any hentai games on the Switch too. Speaking of Nintendo, Durwin, we are reportedly getting a Direct this next week.
Oh, again, hey?
Yes, and as early as I believe Thursday is the date that they were saying. Thursday the 5th? Is that the 5th of November? Yeah. This is coming from a very credible source, Nate the Hate and Game Explain, who claim the Nintendo Partner Direct will take place on Thursday. They're saying it's going to be third-party titles scheduled for release on the Switch and Switch 2 rather than Nintendo, like games that Nintendo currently has in development internally. So the last Partner Direct that they had like this, we saw Final Fantasy Tactics, Monster Hunter Stories 3, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, Star Wars Outlaws, Octopath Traveler 0, and more. This was in July. I mean,
are we going to see the Duskbloods?
Are we going to see the Duskbloods? You took it right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think this will also be telling to see how third-party support is for the Switch 2 going forward beyond just the first launch.
Agree.
Yeah, because that's always been Nintendo's issue, right? Getting these third-party publishers to actually stick.
Agree.
So
yeah,
I'm hoping to see a lot of good stuff. So there is a reason why you bought a Switch 2 beyond just the Nintendo exclusives, of course.
Some of the games that we know are coming to Switch 2 that are third-party include Elden Ring. I mean, what happened with that Tarnished Edition? Remember, people were playing it on at Gamescom, and it was absolutely horrendous. 007 First Light, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and of course, the Duskbloods is the big one. So I'm really excited for this one. I really want to see what this Duskbloods is if it shows up.
I wonder how Dynasty Warriors plays on it as well, because it did launch on Switch 2 as
I'm
well.
sure you could check reviews. Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the same note, we are potentially getting a PlayStation State of Play in February. No specific date locked in there. This is also coming from the Nate the Hate. One of the things he is claiming is we're going to eventually see that enhanced Red Dead Redemption 2 port that, has been rumored for God knows how long at this point. But yeah, that's all we know. February, we'll probably see a lot of the games that we already know are coming out, but I wonder if we'll see anything else. Mm-hmm. Stuff like Soros, probably. Marathon. Wolverine for later in the year, maybe.
Yeah.
And we did get a Nintendo Direct this week for Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream Life. Durwin, did you take a look at Tomodachi Life?
I did not even. I saw it pop up live on my phone, and I was like, I'm absolutely not watching this.
I tried to watch it for the sake of the podcast because I'm like, maybe there's a listener out there that cares, but it was pretty brutal. I was like, this is of zero interest to me. This is the kind of life sim game where you are a me, and you could actually create pretty cool me faces in this game, like a character creator.
Yeah,
I'm surprised the Mii's aren't like gone forever, but yeah, they're still around.
I mean, the Mii's used to be so fun when you were first boot up your Wii, and then you like create your little figure, and they all do like weird things in the little hub world.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we have grown past that at this point.
Well, if you haven't, you can really create a lot of cool things in there. You can also, apparently the big deal was it was like the first time where you can like select your gender, and it gave you a non-binary option, and you could like pick your sexuality or your sexual orientation too as well.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's Tomodachi Life. We got a release date for it. I believe it's like April 16th. Something like that. Yeah, April 16th. I don't know why I second guess myself, dude. I got these dates memorized in my head. And then what last little Nintendo news story. Actually, two Nintendo news stories. But we got a look at the launch lineup for the Virtual Boy coming here in February 17, along as the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack. And there are two games that will be playable that have never been released before. They never came out for the original Virtual Boy. That is Zero Racer and D Hopper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you take a look at this, Derwin? Are you excited?
Nope. I'm not gonna waste my time with any Virtual Boy stuff.
Oh my God. Are you going to waste your time with the leaked Nintendo Switch Online GameCube games? Metroid Prime 2 and Pikmin 2?
So I sent you this like right away when I saw it. And then Nintendo walks it back saying like, oh yeah, we
sent them the wrong.
Yeah, we sent them the wrong like image. Like these are games that aren't actually planned for release at this time. It is.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, you guys sent Walmart. I guess for those who don't know, they sent like Walmart. Like Walmart posted this whole. Why is Walmart marketing Nintendo Switch Online anyway?
Yeah, I found that really weird. Maybe because they do sell like their cards and stuff.
Probably.
But still, I saw that right away. I'm like, this is BS. Like, it clearly is meant to be like future marketing. They probably just put it up early or by accident. Yeah, but like, there's no way that like these games are eventually going to be coming onto GameCube, like virtual whatever Nintendo Switch Online GameCube services, right? Like these are big games. And they're clearly not going to remaster them, so they're going to put it behind a paywall.
Dude, you just put a dagger in some people's hearts. Clearly not going to remaster Metroid Prime 2.
I don't know. Like, I don't think it's in the books right now. Like, not with how, I don't know, poorly perhaps Beyond made. I don't know. I just don't think it's in the books. I feel like Nintendo's got other plans for the Switch.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. I don't believe it. I still think this thing is coming to the platform. For sure. You know what apparently is not coming for a long time because it has been delayed indefinitely. Dynasty Warriors 3, the complete edition remastered. Durwin, this was one of the ones you were looking forward to in March. Was this supposed to come out? March 19, I believe the original release date was.
Yes, March 19th, 2026. There was a demo that they also showed off. I don't know if you saw it.
Was playable?
Not playable, but they like just showed a video of it just to compare like the old and the new. It actually looks really good. Has me a little bit more hyped.
Yeah, you sent me some screenshots. It looks pretty cool. But like I don't like if I haven't played Origins, is it really I don't know.
Okay, on the side note, I am playing Origins, and it is just as good as I remember it. I'm just very glad that this DLC came out.
That's nice. Nice January treat. Good time to release. Mm-hmm. You know what's coming out next month though? A new Witcher game. Did you see this?
What?
Yeah, it is a spin-off of a game called Reigns. I've never seen this game before, but it's there's a lot of Reigns games. There's like a Reigns Game of Thrones. There's like a Reigns that's actually based on the Three Kingdoms saga.
Oh, okay.
And it's called Reigns the Witcher. It is like a strategy sort of game where the gameplay is like decision based. And it's primarily the gameplay is you swipe left or right on a couple of options. It's like almost Tinder.
Oh, okay, Witcher, the Tindering.
Yeah, Witcher the Tindering. I wish listed that one on Steam. Curious to see how it plays out. It's coming out February 20th. We got a news update on State of Decay 3, where Craig Duncan, the head of Xbox Game Studios, commented on its current state, saying, here's what I say. I've done a number of visits to that studio in the last 6 to 8 months. I've sat and played the game with the team and a bunch of times, and it's coming on really well. Yeah, okay. This game is way overdue, man. First announced in July 2020.
Jeez.
And then the last time we got any freaking movement from the studio was 2024 trailer. Probably at the Xbox showcase. It has been a long time. A long time for State of Decay 3. This is one of the ones you don't think was going to get canceled. You think it was going to come out and be good?
I mean, it still seems like it's going to come out.
Yeah.
So, it still might be right.
I think you are. You know what else is not going to come out? Mighty Number 10.
We don't even know if that was the actual working title. This is the Mega Man,
Yeah, so the studio concept was Keiji Inafune Studio, the Mighty Number 9 studio. He was the original creator of Mega Man, I guess. He was a core artist and producer for the Mega Man series. And then left Capcom in 2010 to launch this game studio. And they kickstarted Mighty Number 9. And then they had another Kickstarter called Red Ash, the Indelible Legend, which I believe came out in I don't know. They actually haven't had a project in a while. The last significant project was 2016's Xbox One exclusive Recore, which I haven't even heard of, but that's a long time ago now, 2017. It's going on 8 years, so the company's completely dissolved now. Did you ever play Mighty Number 9, Durwin?
No, I didn't.
No.
Yeah, but this is literally right off the heels of that new Mega Man game announcement. So, well, people are still going to have something to play, it seems.
Apparently that's a 2027.
Really?
I thought it was sooner. Yeah. I was reading somewhere.
I think that's about right. I thought it was going to be 2028 maybe, because they only had very little to show at that showcase.
Still, you don't show a game like that for it to come out 2028 seems during last week I talked about the modder that created that console that was a 3-in-1.
Yep.
And this week there's a news story about this modder who basically made a playable handheld PS4 console.
Wow.
It has a 7-inch OLED screen. He's got battery life of about 3 hours.
That's pretty impressive, because the PS4 does run pretty hot sometimes.
7-inch OLED display. He has videos of him playing God of War, right? The 2018
The
one.
original, yep.
Yeah, there's some other game that they're playing here. I don't really know what this is. a smaller 2D game.
Did you also hear that apparently the Portal is going to be getting an OLED screen?
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Not confirmed or anything, but that was also rumors.
There was also this patent this week of a PS5 touch controller whereby you map where you want each
your
button placements to be. On
I don't want that. I really don't want that. I love the tactical feeling of a button.
It's not like it's out there. It's just a patent right now. So.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that is all the news in the video game world for this week. If you liked what you listened to, leave us a like, ring the bell for a notification, subscribe. Right now, until we get the Spotify fixed, we are only on YouTube at the Slow Runcast. So please patiently wait for that. We are going to... I'm breaking this up here. We've been playing some games this week, and we are going to do I'm going to do a High Guard review because I've been playing a lot of that this week. So stay tuned for that episode. It'll probably drop around the same time as this one. Thanks for joining us again, guys, and we are out.
See ya.